you say the team is who?
The Bills. He had to Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor told him just when he told him he got the 97-point game. He's still a little upset about the cast.
It's the right game. That fuck around be why he lost the other game. Still dwelling on that.
You said what?
I said that fuck around and be why he lost to him. Shit, worried about. Yeah, he all in the chat defending himself. All right, let's do it. sir.
Nothing much, dog. I had to get my family to family.
Oh yeah, you good? I understand that.
My first day back, dude. I had to switch some, take them out to eat. Shit.
What you got the hot spot in the truck or something?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So he ain't gonna miss it. No games, working or not. That's what's up.
In fact, I need some peace of mind on that road.
You cut out. You say you did what?
Ooh.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And the Mile High Air in full effect as that's out of the back of the...
That's why I be trying to tell you, you don't get shit like this in the city, bro. Don't lie to me, son. I know this for a fact. I was gonna go next weekend. That's my partner. That's my partner, what you call him? Gender reveal.
Oh man, the real one?
I don't think she going. Give me a lighter. What? Who? Mm-hmm.
That boy came back on that bitch around the car. Boy, he never made a rap, never dissed me on his rap, so I had to make a nut on it, diss him back. Never dissed me, I dissed him back.
Them bitches bad.
Oh boy, they had the Lions quit.
Ja?
Yeah.
Ja quit?
It say Slaughter versus Detroit. It ain't, like on the bottom where it show the games, it say the user tag. If it's the computer, it'll say the team name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it say Slaughter versus Detroit.
Shit, Ja in the party right now.
You quit?
I don't know if he ain't about. I don't know if he about to trouble.
I thought he had won the game. Cause they played earlier.
Who jocking
Slaughter. Yeah, he beat him by like 17.
I don't know, bro. You know, there's always some shit you read going on. Alright, I'm ready.
What's the bet?
Madison, go lay down. No, you don't. I'm smoking. Go lay down. Go tell your mama. All right, I'm gonna bring you in a second. Go in the bathroom. Let me go in the bedroom. I'm gonna go get you after I'm done smoking. All right, I'm about to come get you.
Zone for a touchback.
Lord, Jesus.
Throwing on first down is Allen, eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body.
Madison, move!
And they will take over at the
29-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they?
No bullshit. How you feel about
the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
What's up?
I said, how you feel about starting over? I give you the ball back. I'm telling her to lay down. She pressing buttons on the controller.
Oh, that's your baby that hit that?
Yeah.
That's a bet. I kicked field goal. No points. I'm saying miss it.
But
play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start
7
a
yards
drive.
though, because it's going to, decline that and let me get 7 yards, and then I kick the field goal and miss it. I'm going to run to the right.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm at the 29. I need to get to the
4 yards.
To the 22.
Now they try the right side here.
Let me run and get to 7 yards.
I'm not even touching it. I'm touching my backwood.
Full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I'm running to the right.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
I'm slamming him to the left.
You know better than
You gotta
I.
go back to the 25, bro. I got the ball.
So what do?
Okay,
I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
I gotta go past that. I gotta get to the
I
gotta get to the 22, because when I do a field goal, it's gonna take me back 7 yards.
All right, hurry up.
You started at the 25, right?
Yeah.
Oh, 18, my fault. 18 plus 7 is 25. I'm going to the right again.
Hold on, wait.
Now a handoff looking right. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
All right, go ahead.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They
I owe you 2 yards, but shit, we good.
It doesn't
Ain't doing
work.
nothing.
Clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. Your holder to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy trying to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Found his target. It's Anderson. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability and a sack.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the interception, here's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Jackson on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On third down, it's Lindsay, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there, taking it in from 11 yards out, and the Broncos have taken the early lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 7-0.
I was reading the text, and then I called while I was reading the text, so it was some confusion going on.
Now McManus on to kick this one off.
I did. I got a day tomorrow.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
No, Jack, Patriot!
On second down, here's Allen. Here's another interception, the 3rd in this first quarter. Picked off at the 38.
Say, son.
He will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Oh, son, this shit is
You
ridiculous.
hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation.
I'm gonna just give you the dub. Somebody thought about let me pick the next.
It's hard to shake yourself
Bro,
out of it.
just play. What's going on? I don't want the free sim. I'd rather play you. What's up?
Nah, bro. I just threw another pick.
You say you do what?
Just threw another pick.
Why you putting the controller down?
Son, if you see how I'm sitting, she's walking in front of the TV, pressing the button, telling me to come get down.
I give it back to you, bro. I don't want no. Just try to
Nah.
control that, bro.
I just made a gun room.
Now problems right out of the gate.
Good
We're
for
going to
that.
get a delay. That's going to set him back 5
You want ball back
yards.
or what are we doing?
Shit, I don't want to be no bitch ass nigga do your thing, dog. This shit just blew the fuck out of me. I'm just.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes.
It's fucking us up. It's fucking the whole game. Look at the momentum.
Putting it through the posts.
And now out come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen throwing on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Allen. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down.
I don't even want to play
Effort
for
to
you
get
guys.
his hand on that one, knock it
We
away.
just start over,
and
bro. I
brings up a
can't
fourth
do it
down
like that. I don't
decision.
even feel right.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent
Shit,
away.
stop that bitch over there. That whole momentum
35
comes.
yards that time on the punt.
I'm not
And
even-
this offense take.
I'm gonna just turn my system off. I'll probably just turn my system off.
All right.
Now you bust my ass this game. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You got dub, bro.
Sure felt like we had some momentum going. I don't know how much of it was legit and how much of it was from, you know what I'm saying, the picks and shit. So.
Oh yeah, you definitely came out the ball.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
When you can send it.
Oh, I sent it. It was coming. Shit. Alright, there you
What
go.
up?
But if it's snowing this one, shit, we gotta restart this. It shouldn't be though. But I said if it's snow in this game, then we're gonna have to restart.
All right, yeah, fair deal.
Yeah.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos.
Oh, shit. Gotta use that whole button.
The AFC Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air.
My bad. You want color rush? I want color rush.
That's a bit.
Don't you let go all the way. Alright. Blue.
If you go into it and send it, it'll link us up at the same time. You search
Alright, 1.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. What's it later? I gotta call my phone. It's a bit fixed up. I'm gonna be honest with you. Winner of this game and win the Super Bowl.
Think so?
Thanks.
I'll take it.
If China ain't here no more,
Yeah.
winner of this bitch win the Super Bowl.
I gotta see what's going on with him. I said I gotta see what's going on with him. I was upset when Porky left. He beat me in the championship game last year. Slaughter played me pretty tough, but it was just a low scoring game. I don't know. I couldn't really get off on him. On my turnovers, like I usually get a couple defensive touchdowns. I couldn't score the ball on defense on him. Shit.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the
Here we go
sticks.
now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
On first down, Allen. The left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bills have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked out by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. It put their defense in a really tough spot.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Oh, he bowls over it. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and have it.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Nick Chubb, 58 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. Now Jackson. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He dumps it underneath for Taylor. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be third down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Jackson. It's complete.
You see how he just stopped him down?
First down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Escaping the press. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. A deep ball for Dodson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now it's Jackson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Justin Houston in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
Set.
Sound pressing.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 20. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And finding the tight end Hooper. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first-quarter grab here.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
All right, now, look at 56.
Allen now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted.
I see you right there. I don't know why.
And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. So after the INT, it's Allen.
All right, 7. Get that 7, man.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation, reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at
You played it again.
This one's in the air.
We playing now.
I'm in that bitch right now.
This will be fielded at the 8.
Oh, shit.
Man, that nigga bloody had me. 17-12, son. 23 seconds left in the game.
Ready to head back onto the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
This one here been interesting, boy.
What's down, Jock?
They start
Equal the lead.
Nick Chubb, and he's
I was asking.
3 extra yards to the 43.
He must have lost the starter.
Pick up a
Nah,
4, and it'll
he
bring
beat
up
him. He
2nd
was beating
down.
him.
I
I
call
don't know
that
if the
play a
game
success.
disconnected
A nice
and they said let's
inside
run it back
So it took a
or
very
what,
manageable
but
2nd down.
I watched
a
the
very
screen, he
solid
was
gain
beating.
on that play.
With
Like
Charles
31,
Winston,
17.
Brandon Gaudin. Second
You
quarter about to get
broadcast it
underway
now.
with the Bills in possession. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
Oh, the Bills done hopped out.
Yeah, we kind of.
We had a bad schematic. Was pressing buttons trying to keep me from it out.
Oh, she don't play no game.
You don't know. You think I don't want him to think I was just doing
To the air.
Oh no, she don't play no game. And she want her dad. She want her dad.
He's picked off near his own 48.
We got the momentum.
And he's able to
now.
take this one back
Shit,
to the
I jumped
36-yard
out on
line.
There you go. Brandon Carter.
Gives him now 3
He on the
interceptions.
market, man.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the
Nah,
passing game.
what you putting on? What he going for?
In a contest.
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
There's two people I want to talk to right now.
And I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
I need DJ Shaw.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And they'll run it here. Blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. On 2nd down,
That
here's
nigga can't
Jackson.
trade through that bit.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's not your
It's a
ball, bit.
9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
What? That's not your ball. You stole that from a restaurant.
And it's caught.
No, it's
They'll
not.
take it into the end zone for a Denver
USD.
score. Steven Anderson from 6 yards away. And the Broncos are an extra point away from
Good
tying
boy.
the game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback. As
Maybe he had 3 people in the NFC playoffs in a wild card that were 12 and 4.
on the field.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their
I'm trying to tell niggas the AFC is Appalachian cakewalk. It's not, but it is.
I think everybody real
They begin
close
this
in the
drive with
AFC.
Chubb.
And the AFC ain't got no flaws over the other side of you.
To start the drive, a gain of 12
That's
and a
it.
first down.
Shit, it was
well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good
and the Titans, and the Titans.
So it was
still in the second quarter.
4 or 5 10 and 6 teams in the AFC.
They run again on
Nigga, my whole division was 10 and 6.
He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room.
And then you got that man wearing number 84.
If you keep moving,
send him over here.
Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Trying to bring him to New Orleans.
Here with DJ Shark. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. From the gun, it's Allen.
Let's go.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29.
Right, we back on now. We can say shit. We playing the game.
20, 10.
Shit started out ugly as fuck.
Denver.
I ain't went to the house with that.
Beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark.
Pressed the wrong button like a mother.
I ain't go.
I can't get
Damn
that
wide open.
one. I can't get that one back to you.
Better call timeout.
21-14.
You better run and play. You better run and play then call timeout.
So they'll get another shot on offense.
Kill that momentum. I'm telling you now, I'm mad and ready to get you.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled.
Want to get him over here.
And give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Flushed out right. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Allen got his man complete over the middle. It's Anderson, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
We running some shit. That's all right. We're going to put our thumb on it. That boy out there running some shit.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half.
You like that?
Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw on second down. Allen, he's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ty Montgomery from 13 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
We go score this and get the ball back at half.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Now they try the right side here. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass. A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good. How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though. Now a handoff looking right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Denver went out of bounds. I had to do anything to keep him going out of bounds.
And the Broncos have broken the tie. And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half. Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense screaming, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now McManus on to kick this one off.
One-stop defense.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able. He's got it at the 15. And all the way.
I swear I swatted that shit. I said I ain't gonna even try to pick this shit.
DJ Chark, 75 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. Well, there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
All right.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. This one fielded at the 5. Spins past it. And now running right through it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles? Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Jackson on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right. It's got his man.
Yeah, there you go.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule.
That's my rookie, boy.
Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands,
speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together.
I'm looking at your timeout thinking I got
an
3.
offensive coordinator, don't you?
What?
High-scoring game. These offenses continue to hum and move the football.
And I don't know about you, partner, but I'm starting to get a little winded here because watching them go up and down the field here in Denver where the air is rare, I think we need to go ask the chain crew how they keep up because they've been going up and down the field and handling this thing.
That's a good point. I feel sorry for those guys at this high altitude. Taylor, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To throw is Jackson.
Way to go get that bitch.
Touchdown, Denver. In for the score. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things.
Got that.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Ooh,
very
smart,
short kick. This will be
smart.
taken by one of the up men. And the Bills getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. For the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing now is Hamler. Incomplete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's first and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And now here's another Interception. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally. And
there he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here come the Bills. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, good shit, because that nigga Southwood didn't jump
the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Allen gonna throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in.
Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble.
I say he tried to get up and get some more.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Flush to his right.
Jump.
Safarian Jenkins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Lucky 56. Gone!
They'll run for it. Chubb. Great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Escaping the pressure right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out.
Detroit!
Operating from the red zone now. Allen.
Ooh.
It's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
And that's what he's got to be
happy
jump
to
that
have time.
back.
Shit, I said from the last time I played you, we didn't swap the
downs like that first down there.
Swap
Need
and
to be a
hold this
little bit
game.
more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Allen will try again on second down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
Here's Allen. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ty Montgomery. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills get a bit closer. And he'll bang that one through. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's
God, man, they gave that nigga that 7 back.
Return that time, 26 yards. And this is going to set up a
14
first and
points
goal
now
from
instead
the
of 15.
5. Now McManus on to kick this
Barely
one
got
off.
to that bitch, too.
And this will be a touchback
Yeah,
as
he
that
was late in
sails
this.
over the end line.
And I
Back
didn't
onto the
hit it
field
full
now
power. If I'd
comes
hit
the
it full
Bills
power,
offense. And that
they
recipe
would've had
on their
enough to
last
get
drive
through
that
the
resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Flushed out right. Oh, hit as he
the shit
throws
out of
there,
my ass.
incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away.
What the fuck? This
Facing
nigga
a lot
ain't
of
doing this whole
pressure.
yet. I look down, this nigga.
Fortunate just to get rid of it.
Whirly
One of the
bird,
reasons they're
motherfucker,
down
dude.
is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Allen again here on 2nd and 10, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20.
We can't play it no
Take
worse.
into the end zone
That's my
for a
fault.
Buffalo
Good shit.
touchdown. DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills
So worried
draw a
about
bit
this nigga
closer.
not jumping over my head. I can't even get to the ball right. That nigga gave it right back.
Good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far.
That nigga gave it right back. Let's go.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
Come on, shooting out with you. Shit. Fuck it. Shoot out
This
with
one
me.
fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field.
No turnovers, though. We turned the ball over too much, really, to be this close.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Jackson on first down. Completes it right side to Dodson. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Now a give to Taylor. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
Don't let him block this motherfucker. Come on.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And McManus able to put it through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And now out come the Bills. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On first down, Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. To the air. Allen. Oh, stays up. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now Allen, got to have this one. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. He's got him in.
Ain't that a motherfucking deep.
And they finally get him down, but not before he gets it up to the 46. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Throwing on first down is Allen. Sharp's got it, left side. He's got the first down. Boy, he was dynamite in the wild card game last week. He hasn't disappointed in this game either. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 32. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's brought in by Jackson. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big 30-yard play on third. On first down, they're going option left. Nifty move. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Right back to him on first down. He's to the 10, and finally down at the 9-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there. That's another first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
He's going to get it running right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And his kick is right through. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel.
And my goodness, another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw it, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lot.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll take it
that big of a fool. They fucking with him, making me run 10 yards back. Shit.
A big play there. 68 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play here for Buffalo. 57 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Allen throwing again. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Hey, man, that nigga ain't going to sign.
Which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Get off this.
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.